What's up guys, my name is Snagret and welcome back to some more Pikmin 2 No Death Run for Hardcorian guides. Anyway, so day 7, we're going to be taking on one dungeon. I could have taken on 2, but part of me just was going to risk it just in case something happened. Even though most of the enemies on this level are dead, and there's no way to lose Pikmin. I probably should have done that. I think what I'm going to do is if I have all enemies dead, and there's a dungeon like just opening, I'm just going to risk it. Anyway, I did record this earlier, like up to like 16 minutes, which would have been 6 minutes for this video, because I stopped because it felt like, okay, like I said in the last episode, whenever I press record, that's when people decide to do stuff, and it happens all the time. So I don't think it's coincidence. It's just they do it. And before I finish the story, I took 11 reds. Not a good idea. For this dungeon, you don't really need red Pikmins, but if you ever want to get rid of Pikmins, it's best to get rid of reds. They're useless, other than the fire immunity. There's nothing. And something else, what I was saying about last episode, when I throw Pikmins, like I try to throw only whites, but somehow a red Pikmin got in there because they moved around, and it screwed up. And then again, I throw a yellow one, then he almost drowns. And that's why I just don't like the whole Pikmin shuffling thing. That's why I'm wasting it. I won't be able to finish the story until I get into the dungeon, I guess. Because there's an enemy up here, which is really, really annoying. Which we fought before. The Snagret. I used the purple potion, which turns them stone. They have increased defense, but they cannot move. Now, if they do get stuck in the ground, you don't have to use a red potion. I did. But you can use a red potion to just make it go by faster. Because all you have to do is just get him with like in the animation. If I'm getting up, he's been dead for like a couple seconds now. He would have been dead without red potion. So you don't have to really have to use a purple potion. I just didn't want to risk it. Hence why I try my best to get as much purple. And good thing the perplexing pull, I can actually grind there for potions. If I'm trying to get stuff done, like waiting for stuff to get back, just go straight there. Anyway, continuing story. That was weird. I thought I saw a spider web just randomly came down, but it wasn't. I feel like just now when I was recording this commentary, someone was walking around upstairs but didn't do anything. They just stopped walking. And sometimes I feel like they just sit up there and just listen to, because the floorboards from here to the basement, it's like so, you can hear everything upstairs. And with the way I'm talking, people just probably sit up there like, oh, I wonder what he's talking about down there. And it just annoys me. Hence why, like, when I record and that happens, I actually pause to go check what's going on. And if someone's up there, I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm doing nothing. I have nothing to do. And it just annoys me. So that's why, and then with this, I can't really do it. So if I'm in the middle of an episode, it's like I just have to do everything. Anyway. So, Snagret Hole. So far, out of every dungeon I've done, this was the most annoying. Just because... just of this dungeon, basically. I lost a Pikmin on this floor because of that thing. That is a... oh, I think now I remember what happened. I tried to do the Pikmin stun thing, and I threw a couple. He didn't get stunned, and I said, screw it. I'm just going to, they use a purple potion. I didn't have to. I think he was dead no matter what. But they can eat Pikmin so fast. Orange bulbs, they're light sleepers. So, if you go near them, just barely, they will wake up. Also, if you kill someone with a purple potion, you can't bring back the body because you destroyed them in stone. Instead, they drop potions, nectar, and stuff like that from time to time. So, it's kind of good to use potions, but the chance of you getting one back is like tiny, so it's not really worth it as much. Anyway, also, the feather in the background, don't forget that. It looks like, oh, it's a birdhouse, because it is. That's not a treasure. It is. In my Let's Play, I forgot it, and I'm like, I missed a treasure in here. Had to go through the whole floor again. Luckily, you don't technically have to do the whole floor. I just had to get that one treasure, and just go to each floor with only a captain walking towards it. Then, get to the boss room and leave, because I don't think the bosses respawn, but the enemies do. If bosses did, ooh, that would be just a nightmare. And you how to beat him just to leave. Luckily, that they have access to going to the next thing. Okay, this is another thing I should have fast forwarded. I don't know why I didn't. I guess part of me was like, oh, I'll use enough time to explain the story, but I don't think I really need it. The Leviathan Feather. I even tried to make it look like it was trying to flip it. I'm blind, but no. So the first floor I lost to Pikmin. So I'm like, okay, that might be the only thing hard about this dungeon. No. I think I lost to Pikmin every single floor except for the last one. Oh, the second to last. Because this one, what happened was, I didn't pay attention. Because I just ran straight forward. And most of the time, the creeping Chrysanthemums, or whatever, are facing a different way, so I can't actually see the flower pots to see if there's an eyeball or something. So I just walked past it without seeing it, and that's how they killed the Pikmins, because I didn't see them. It happened like 4 times. It was once where I got all the treasure, and I was walking towards the last one. Bam, there was one right there. There's even a time where I got all the treasure, killed the things, there was a Shearwig. And I was like, ugh, I hate this. And I'm like, this is just the second floor. What do I have to expect for the future things? Oh, trust me. The first floor gave me troubles, the second floor gave me troubles. Even the third floor will give me troubles. Now, technically, you could walk across the thing, but I'm like, with 20 purples. This. By the way, if I'm correct, I'm not sure. I think I was watching a video and someone said this. It was Charlie Conray's Pikmin 2 Let's Play. I guess purple flowers don't spawn if you have at least 25 or more purple Pikmins. So just go in with 20. Except for one dungeon, I will make note of this. Don't go in with like 5. Because you're gonna get so much, like I think like 10. And that's what I'm going to be doing to grind my purples up. Then again, I haven't lost a purple, and I think I'm up to 30 right now. Just for doing the dungeons. And I know for a fact, one of the dungeons in the perplexing pool, which, of course, most likely will be happening after I get done with that. And the thing is, I think I'm just going to grind for the Pikmins on the same day, because there's no point to... Actually, I could, because I just finished... The last recording session I did one of the dungeons. I could go to the perplexing pool, do all that stuff, then once I get all the perplexing pools done, come back here to grind, so when I go to the 4th dungeon, I could just have all the 100 Pikmins and I don't have to worry about leaving that area and wasting a day to go back. But then again, I wasted 2 days already going to do nothing. I got treasures, but good enough. I think that's everything. No, I think there's one last enemy I have to fight, which is that. No, I killed them all. So yeah, I got everything. So I'll be fast forwarding soon. Actually, I should have thought the fast forwarding right here. Ah! Sometimes I do edits and I don't even realize it. I could do a quick edit right now and just cut the commentary, but it's like, not really. I guess I can explain more about this dungeon. One thing that makes this dungeon hill is if you don't have purple potions, like I have like 6 of them, I have 4 of them, you're gonna have so much trouble and it's gonna take so long. So if you want to skip this dungeon until you have at least like 4 potions, maybe 5, and there's a chance you might get a purple potion in the dungeon like I did, but you might not. So just keep that in mind. By the way, if you throw a Pikmin on the outside, you're fine. You can just whistle them. That's why they have those little things for Pikmin to get back. And besides, it doesn't matter because you can get them back anyway. Because when you leave the dungeon floor, that's when it does the whole, hey, look, all your Pikmins are there. Also, making purples do this is not the smartest idea. Because, again, purples are the slowest. That's why I had to stay right here till those things got close enough to give all the Pikmins on them. Again, don't bring back enemies. You don't have to. I just do it for fun. And I'm not going to do it anymore just because there's no point. Anyway. Now, just a real thing. I know I mentioned this already. How my content is more different from Alex. He does more of the, PlayStation hard mode things. I'm probably going to be doing most of the Nintendo stuff. And I know there's some games Alex wants to do that is Nintendo, like Luigi Mansion. But I don't know what exactly all the games I want to do. I know I want to do Resident Evil 5, which I might do, but I don't know if me and Alex want to do it co-op or solo. So it's one of those, like, I don't know. Anyway, this floor has a berry Snagret. So that's why I use the Purple Potion. And again, you don't have to technically use flowers. I mean, Berry Potion. And if you kill them, guess what? They can drop stuff. And guess what it dropped for me? How many times did I say guess in that thing? But I got a Purple Potion. Now, I should have not went towards that, because what happened was I wasn't doing this thing the right way. And when I was trying to push him forward, I saw the spider, the little spiders over there, and I tried to run towards it, and I picked up the potion. If you can kill all those guys, they have a chance to drop potions, and even nectar. It's just random, but they can give you a lot of stuff. I didn't pay attention. I didn't get it. I even in the same video I got it again on the boss, and it failed. Because I got it. I think I got one potion from it. Then the boss killed me, so I was like, I restart it anyway. But oh, this is not just one Snagret. There's a second. He's over in this area. Yeah, there's two Snagrets in this floor. One of them has treasure, the other one doesn't. Now, if you kill the guy who has treasure, it doesn't get rid of the treasure. I think it still drops the treasure. But, yeah, there's two Snagrets in this floor. And I got lucky enough that all three Snagrets so far has done that. They got the head stuck. So I just, put a potion. And just boop, boop, boop. Yeah, see, we killed that one too. And it dropped the treasure. And as you can see, right there, we have a red potion. So we do the glitch there too. Just use it. Abuse the glitch. It's so much more safe. Better to do than get 10 potions. 10 berries just to make one potion. Because I think even if you spend all day grinding for them, you're still going to have to, you still have to get 10 potions, like, wait for them to regrow, and they only have 5 per thing. If there's 2 of them, you can get 10 in one go, then you can get another one. So that's more, like, the Perplexing Pool has 1. That has 2, Purple Potions, but you could use that. I think it's in the last area, I think it's called the Wistful Wilds. You can get, I think there's one that's, like, 4? I think there's 2 reds and 2 blues. I don't remember. I barely remember the last area because I never paid attention to that. Anyway, the 4th floor. I think this was the only floor I didn't lose Pikmins on. Now those things, I think it's called lava cannon beetle. They're annoying. Okay, no, that's annoying. There's also a trap one that spawns one right next to your base. They shoot out a rock. That will crush your Pikmin. After he shoots, I keep thinking like he's a poison. I'm like, wait, I don't see it. These can shoot poison? I'm actually surprised none of my Pikmin got hit there. But yeah, they can. Also, right here, my heart's like dropped at this point. Cause I saw I threw the purple at the electric gate. I'm like, oh, no. But luckily, I think my purple even helped kill the... No, actually, no, we didn't even kill the electric gate. I thought we did. For some reason. That's why I only throw 2 from now on. I'm like, screw it. I'm not even going to risk it. Now, the lava cannon beetles aren't bad. They're pretty easy. There's actually some on the ground. Those are the more annoying ones to do with, when like half the bodies on the ground, they shoot rocks. Because I think they only come out if you're... Actually, I think they're always out. But it's not hard. You send one. The actual thing is, I know I started in a lot. They don't focus Pikmins. They focus captains. At least I think these are the ones don't mind, not the other ones. So if you have a captain behind them, you switch to the captain. They'll focus on the first one, and they're not hard. Also, don't make them face towards the pits, because they're gonna fling them off, and then you don't want that to happen. Unless you do, then whatever. But they're cousins, or brother, whatever you want to call them. I think they're called the decorated cannon beetle, or something. It starts with the D. Their rocks are homing, so it doesn't matter where you go, it will follow you unless it hits a wall or hits something. Now, it sounds annoying, but luckily you can use I'm trying to think. You can use those lava cannon beetles to actually use the rocks that home onto you to hit other enemies to kill them. And they're the best way to take care of enemies. If you have those in the floor, like a floor or in the overworld, just kill every enemy with. You can even kill yourself, which I show you in day 9, I think. Just because you don't want to deal with them. Now these puppy blowhogs are the water ones. There's only 2. There's the water one. It's not puppy blowhogs. The puppy blowhogs and water blowhogs. I don't know, because puppy blowhogs are the one that blows winds. Yeah, they can trap Pikmins in bubbles to drown them. Not a bad thing, because you can just whistle them and they're fine. Only electricity in this game is an instant kill. Everything else, nothing. They're easy. So now we just fast forward to get the rest of the treasure and everything else, and yeah, that's about it. I'm so glad in Pikmin 3 they got rid of the instant kill electricity. The only thing that's instant kill is getting crushed. So, beady long legs, still a problem. I would say that, but actually he's not. Because, 2 things. 1, wing Pikmins can just attack them, go fly towards them. And rock Pikmins can't be crushed. Every game so far, they have something that breaks the game entirely. Luckily, the bosses in those games, they're amazing. They are like so much more harder than these bosses. I think the first boss is easy. Second boss is easy. The third boss is also okay. Never mind. The bosses are easy, but they're more cooler because they're more big. Except for the third boss, he's actually tiny. Well, not tiny, but I think the boss of the first area, but you can't go there yet. He's cool because he's basically beady long legs, but once we get to the game, I'll talk about it. We can go watch my let's play. Alright, that thing, I don't know what it's called, but as long as it's on the overworld, it's gonna mess with the radar. So kill it, take rid of it. Also, there's traps of orange. Now right here, the reason I paused is because my sensor bar kind of started glitching out, so I started throwing Pikmins the opposite way. So I'm like, no, I probably could have killed a Pikmin because I threw it off the map. I didn't. Thank God. Because that's one thing that's gonna suck when the sensor bar just does not want to work with me. Wait, did he take damage with just falling, or did I deal damage with Olimar? But actually, when I did this, I actually thought that was a whistle upgrade. I thought that was the one that whistles either faster or make the range taller. But it's not. It's just a normal whistle. And also there's that. You can tell if it's an upgrade if it has like the yellow effect behind it. That's a key item, a key treasure. Again, this orange bulb traps, which I don't know why. Like, who at Nintendo thought this was? Again, well, actually, this isn't technically a starting dungeon. Well, it technically could still be like one of the dungeons. Like, oh, it's not that hard. But you fight 4 Snagrets in this. Technically, 6 Snagrets throughout this dungeon, because you have the one that gets in here, the one that's outside the thing, 2 on this floor, 2 on floor 3, and then the boss is a Snagret because it's called the Snagret hole. So you have to fight 6 different Snagrets. Actually, I didn't die on this floor. What? Wait. This isn't... No, yeah, this is the last floor. I didn't die on this floor. I thought I did. I guess I only died on floor 1 and 2. Guess. Anyway. Now, I got more, I think, white Pikmin there. Now this one, I think I show it off here, but the candy pop bud, all it does is you throw in one Pikmin and it sprouts out the same color. So what I was going to do, I think I threw in a blue Pikmin to see if I could turn it into a whole bunch of reds. But if you have 100 Pikmins on the overalls, you can't go past 1. So I even checked, okay, I have 24, let's throw 1 in to see what happens. I think it becomes a yellow instead. And yeah, I think throw in 1, 1 becomes 5. It's in case you had troubles in the dungeon, you lost some Pikmins, you can get them back. Because I even want you to have blue Pikmins, because there's it's not violets. I think it's lapis. Lapis candy pop button. So, yes, this is a water-only floor. But, luckily, I go in with blue Pikmin. Because I think what I wanted to do, like, which way did I go? Oh, I must say, what's with the radar, too? And this is why I freaking hate the spreading. They did not spread out good enough. Yeah, I think I came this way, and I'm like, I'm just going to sit here. Because, no, I come over here, and there's a Snagret, and I just run. Because I'm like, I'm not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with this Snagret. No. But instead, I was like, oh, I can cheat the system. I can just throw my Pikmins over there. But here's the problem. Every time I threw a purple, they kept sliding into the water. To a point where I was like, screw it, I'm just going to walk over there. Yeah, see how one fell in the water. Then I wrestled all of them back, and they all go in the water. And it happens a couple more times. Till I got to the point where I just said, screw it. Whistle towards the wall, and you can just, yeah, just walk across. I love purple Pikmins. They're cool. They're useful. It's just they are too slow. And here's the problem. In episode 9, we get an upgrade, and the upgrade allows you not to get blown back from the wind, and also you run faster. That's a good item. So now we can run faster to get to dungeon faster. Yes, but at the same time, well, guess what? Purple Pikmins get left behind even more because you're super fast and they're super slow. Alright. Since I didn't kill him with the potion, he did not die and doesn't turn into stuff. But my main goal was to kill this guy. Like, I had to get rid of him because I didn't know where all the treasure was. And guess what? I wasted 2 potions, I think, on this one. Was it this one? Or the one back there? I wasted 2 potions because I think I hit him, but I feel like, oh, I didn't hit him. I didn't land it, so I wasted another one, so that sucks. Now we only have 1 potion. Going into the boss. I don't know why I paused there for a second. Now the thing is, I think in a future dungeon, this guy drops a power whistle. Because I know there's 2 of them. One's plucks Pikmin up, and the other one, the range is better, or it's faster. I don't remember, or it lasts longer. And I'm trying to think. I think all the bosses drop something. I don't remember. It's been a while since I beat this game. Alright. So we get all the things. But since I don't have enough blues, because I used majority of my blues, we had 30 going into this, and now we have 23, I think. I used all of it, so we have the triple sugar threat. Now what I should have done, which I didn't, is keep one of them, because there is one last treasure. Because if I was smart enough, I wouldn't realize the thing's not going down, and even though the treasure just left. Because when I was over here, and I think when I flipped the camera, I'm like, oh, I saw it. I saw the full leap club the 4-leaf clover. So now I have to wait for it to go back. And I don't know why this thing's called the science project, but it is. And boom, 4-leaf clover, science project. And there we go. And then sub level 7, the final floor. We get to fight the good old guy himself. I don't remember what this thing is called, but let's call him Walking Snagret. Basically, he's taller up, so you have to use yellows to hit him. And aside from that, he can move around. But he's not that bad, because all you have to do is the same way I beat the Snagret the first time without purple potions. Now I did waste a potion here, but luckily he did get stuck once, because he does the same thing. He sometimes gets stuck, and that's when you just run in. Actually, I didn't even get anybody on it, so I did waste the potion. Oh, that time, nope, again, I didn't get anybody on it. So I just got to a point where I'm just throwing Pikmins. So, I was hoping he wouldn't get over that one in the distance, but luckily he didn't, because I had one in the back. But the best thing to fight this thing is wait till he gets stuck, throw your Pikmins on it, throw Pikmins at him, because sometimes they won't even latch on. I actually don't even think they do latch on. Yeah, when he got stuck, I just pull potion and then red. And then just whoop. Got a good chunk of damage. Then he broke free. And he was still getting up there. And I actually could have thrown Pikmins, because if you do enough damage to him, he would just leave instantly. And that's all I did. Just what if he gets stuck, rush him. And if he doesn't, run away. And that's, pretty honest, my best, the only strategy I can go about this without losing any Pikmins. Just go in, wait for him to get stuck, and then if he doesn't, run away. It does take more time, but since there's no time limit in the underground, you could take 3 hours fighting this guy with one Pikmin if you wanted to. If you're doing a solo Pikmin run, well, it's impossible because most of the treasure. Well, actually, no, actually, you can't do a solo Pikmin run. Because, well, you can always take one Pikmin out, it's not that hard. Because you have to get past the first thing, you need 25. But if you did a 25 Pikmin only run of any color, that wouldn't be that hard. But since there's 5 Pikmins, that means you can do like 5 of each type. Which, then again, that's just a hard thing. I got to a point where like, this is taking too long. I'm just gonna throw Pikmins on it. It doesn't matter if you get stuck or not. Just because it'll be more faster. And I think the next time it gets stuck is when I finish this off. I'm like, I'm going to kill him this time. And he did. But yeah, just to let you guys know, this isn't the only time you fight him. You fight him again. Later in the game, and no. That was a purple potion, so I got... Anyway, this is the Justice thing. This actually, in the Metal Suit Z, gives you bonus armor, so you don't take as much damage. Which is useful, because one of the dungeons, I think it's day 9, we almost could have died, but we didn't. There's actually one day I took too much damage that almost died. I'm like, nah. We set this day. I didn't lose any Pikmins, I just almost took too much damage. Because if a captain dies, automatic, end of the dungeon. But we got 1,000 from this floor. No, 1,300. Right. I was debating, should I go for it or should I not? Like, the dungeon's right there. There's no enemies from this path onwards. Like, I quite literally could just walk there, and I said, no, I'm not risking it. Which, I don't know why I didn't just do it. It would have been fine. It's not that hard of a dungeon, and I would have been in the dungeon. So I could have actually went into some... Also, we didn't get all the... No, I think the reason for it is, like, I wanted to get all the above ground treasure and finish off that dungeon. But I was like, I'm not going to risk it in case I lose a Pikmin. But there's no enemies. I killed them all. There's nothing left on this map. But that's it for this day, Pikmin. We'll meet back here tomorrow for day 8.